Did you know that what you eat directly impacts the 200 quarts of blood your kidneys filter every single day? It's true. Your kidneys are your body's premier filtration system, working 24/7 to remove waste, balance electrolytes, and regulate blood pressure through the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, RAAS. But when they begin to struggle, whether from chronic kidney disease, CKD, diabetes, or hypertension, the right diet isn't just about eating healthy. It becomes a medical intervention. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into the peer-reviewed science of kidney nutrition. We've analyzed data from leading nephrology associations across the country, including the National Kidney Foundation, Midwest Nephrology Associates, DaVita, and academic medical centers like University Health, to bring you the definitive list of science-backed foods that help preserve kidney function. Now let's get into the science. Fruits. Antioxidant powerhouses for renal protection. First, let's talk about fruit. It's nature's candy, packed with antioxidants and fiber. But for kidney health, not all fruits are created equal. Let's dive deep. 1. Apples. Quercetin-rich anti-inflammatory agents. Apples are consistently recommended by institutions like Midwest Nephrology Associates and the National Kidney Foundation as a cornerstone of kidney-friendly nutrition. What makes apples exceptional is their high concentration of quercetin, a flavonoid with potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. A 2019 study published in Nutrients demonstrated that quercetin supplementation reduced renal oxidative stress and attenuated kidney fibrosis in animal models of CKD. Apples are also naturally low in potassium, making them safe for individuals managing hyperkalemia, a common complication of advanced kidney disease. The soluble fiber in apples, specifically pectin, helps bind phosphorus and uric acid in the gastrointestinal tract, potentially reducing the load on compromised kidneys. 2. Berries. Anthocyanins combat inflammation. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and cranberries are frequently highlighted by the National Kidney Foundation as superfoods for renal health. The deep red, blue, and purple hues of these berries come from anthocyanins, a class of flavonoids extensively studied for their nephroprotective effects. A 2021 randomized controlled trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that regular blueberry consumption reduced biomarkers of inflammation, including TNF-alpha and IL-6, in patients with CKD. Cranberries deserve special mention. A 2020 meta-analysis in clinical nutrition confirmed that cranberry products significantly reduce the risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs, which can rapidly accelerate kidney damage in susceptible individuals. Berries are also low in potassium and phosphorus, making them safe for nearly all stages of CKD. 3. Red grapes and pineapple. Resveratrol and bromelain benefits. Red grapes contain resveratrol, a polyphenol that has been shown in preclinical studies to reduce renal inflammation and inhibit the progression of glomerulosclerosis, the scarring of the kidney's filtering units. A 2018 study in Frontiers in Pharmacology demonstrated that resveratrol activated sirtuin-1 (SIRT1), a protein that protects against oxidative damage in kidney cells. Pineapple, meanwhile, offers bromelain, an enzyme with anti-inflammatory properties, and is one of the few tropical fruits that is consistently low in potassium. Vegetables, low potassium nutrient density. Moving on to vegetables. This is where many people get confused. We're always told to eat our greens. Let's watch the detail. 4. Red bell peppers. Vitamin C without the potassium burden. Red bell peppers are a favorite among renal dietitians because they provide an exceptional nutrient profile without overloading potassium. One medium red bell pepper contains approximately 156 milligrams of potassium, significantly less than many other vegetables, while delivering over 150% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin C. Vitamin C is a powerful antioxidant that supports immune function and may help reduce systemic inflammation, a key driver of CKD progression. Additionally, red bell peppers are rich in vitamin A, beta-carotene, and vitamin B6, which supports red blood cell production, critical because anemia is a common complication of kidney disease. 5. Cabbage. Glucosinolates in gut health. Cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable that offers unique benefits for kidney health. It is exceptionally low in potassium and phosphorus while being rich in glucosinolates, sulfur-containing compounds that, when broken down, form isothiocyanates. These compounds have been shown in multiple studies, including a 2020 review in Molecules, to have anti-cancer properties and to reduce oxidative stress in renal tissues. Cabbage is also an excellent source of vitamin K, which supports bone health, a crucial consideration because CKD disrupts calcium-phosphorus balance, leading to renal osteodystrophy. 6. Cauliflower, versatile fiber and folate source. Cauliflower has gained popularity in recent years, but for kidney patients, its value extends far beyond culinary versatility. A cup of cauliflower contains only about 176 milligrams of potassium and 40 milligrams of phosphorus, making it a safe choice for those with advanced CKD. It is rich in folate, vitamin B9, which is essential for red blood cell production, and has been associated with reduced cardiovascular risk in CKD populations. A 2017 study in the Journal of Renal Nutrition found that higher folate intake was inversely associated with all-cause mortality in patients with kidney disease. 7. Onions and garlic, salt-free flavor with cardiovascular benefits. One of the most practical challenges for kidney patients is reducing sodium intake without sacrificing flavor. Onions and garlic provide the solution. Beyond their culinary role, these allium vegetables contain organosulfur compounds and quercetin that have demonstrated antihypertensive and anti-inflammatory effects. A 2019 systematic review in phytotherapy research concluded that garlic supplementation significantly reduced both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, a critical factor in slowing CKD progression. Both are naturally low in potassium, sodium, and phosphorus. Protein, high-quality, low-phosphorus sources. Now let's address the elephant in the room: protein. If you have kidney disease, your protein intake needs to be precise. Too much can be a burden on your kidneys, but too little can lead to muscle wasting. The detail is ahead. 8. Egg whites, the gold standard for renal protein. When it comes to protein for kidney patients, egg whites are considered the gold standard by sources including the Urology Group and Texas Kidney Care. One large egg white provides approximately 3.6 grams of high biological value protein, meaning it contains all essential amino acids, with only trace amounts of phosphorus, about 5 milligrams. This is critical because the egg yolk contains nearly 90 milligrams of phosphorus, which accumulates in the blood when kidneys fail, leading to vascular calcification and cardiovascular disease. A 2018 study in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases emphasized that phosphorus restriction is one of the most effective dietary interventions for reducing cardiovascular mortality in CKD patients. 9. Skinless chicken, lean protein with controlled phosphorus. For patients who prefer meat, skinless chicken breast is the preferred choice among nephrologists. A 3-ounce serving contains about 25 grams of protein and 150 milligrams of phosphorus, significantly less than beef or pork. However, the method of preparation is crucial. Pre-made rotisserie or roasted chickens often contain added phosphorus-based preservatives, such as sodium phosphate, which are rapidly absorbed and can cause dangerous spikes in serum phosphorus levels. Home-cooked chicken seasoned with herbs and garlic allows for precise control over both sodium and phosphorus intake. 10. Sea base and fatty fish, omega-3 anti-inflammatory effects. Fatty fish like sea bass and salmon offer a dual benefit: high-quality protein and omega-3 polyunsaturated fatty acids, PUFAs. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly eicosapentaenoic acid, EPA, and docosahexaenoic acid, DHA, have been shown in multiple randomized controlled trials to reduce systemic inflammation and improve endothelial function. A landmark 2019 study in the Journal of the American Society of Nephrology found that higher omega-3 intake was associated with a lower risk of kidney function decline in patients with pre-existing CKD. Portion control remains important, typically 3 to 4 ounces per serving, to manage phosphorus intake. Nuts and fats, strategic choices for renal diets. Let's talk about a surprising hero: nuts. Typically, nuts are a no-go for advanced kidney disease because of their high phosphorus and potassium content. Let's watch detail. 11. Macadamia nuts, the kidney-friendly exception. Most nuts are restricted in advanced kidney disease due to their high phosphorus and potassium content. However, macadamia nuts stand out as the exception, recommended by both DaVita dietitians and the National Kidney Foundation. 1 ounce, about 10 to 12 nuts, contains approximately 58 milligrams of phosphorus and 104 milligrams of potassium, substantially lower than almonds, 200 milligrams phosphorus, or peanuts, 140 milligrams phosphorus. Macadamia nuts are rich in monounsaturated fats, which have been shown in the PRODIME study to reduce cardiovascular risk, a critical consideration since cardiovascular disease is the leading cause of death in CKD patients. They also contain magnesium, copper, and iron, supporting overall metabolic health. 12. Olive oil. Anti-inflammatory monounsaturated fat. Olive oil, particularly extra virgin, is consistently cited in renal nutrition guidelines from sources like Midwest Nephrology Associates and GoodRx for its exceptional health benefits. The primary active compound in olive oil is oleocanthal, which exhibits anti-inflammatory effects similar to ibuprofen, but without the nephrotoxicity associated with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs. A 2020 study in clinical nutrition demonstrated that adherence to a Mediterranean diet supplemented with olive oil reduced the risk of incident CKD by nearly 50% in high-risk populations. Olive oil is also phosphorus-free and sodium-free, making it an ideal cooking fat and salad dressing base for kidney patients. Final words. The journey to better kidney health is a marathon, not a sprint. By incorporating these science-backed superfoods into your diet, you're not just managing a condition, you're actively supporting your body's ability to thrive through evidence-based nutrition. Remember, these recommendations come from leading experts at the National Kidney Foundation, academic medical centers, and practicing nephrologists across the country, but your personal journey is best navigated with your own healthcare team. If you found this video helpful, please hit that like button to help others find this information. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell for more deep dives into health and nutrition backed by medical research. Have you tried any of these foods? What's your favorite kidney-friendly meal? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and take care of those kidneys.